I could not find this on YouTube. I have pulled it up on my phone. I've used the link to my channel that I posted. I could not find it. And it's so weird because I posted that. Like, I worked all on that thing. Why is it not? Uploads. All videos. Live streams. Alright. Now it's showing up. Why did it not show up the first time? Alright, that thing. Like, that is... I think that would... Channel settings... Why is it not working? Why is this thing not working? Because I'm not streaming this tomorrow morning. I already have several things as to why this is not working. Just gotten this to pull up. That it was live streaming. Why is it not working? Yeah, this is so odd. It says I'm live, yet it won't. Why is this not working? So confused. This is the first that this has happened. Because usually I can pull it up even on my phone and watch it on the side. I'm gonna try something. That was so stupid. Alright, I found it. Share. Copy link. Found it finally. That was so odd, because usually I can just pull it down underneath my name and I can find it right as the first thing. This was so odd, as it's not there. I have to go specifically under uploads and hunt for it. God, I am so sorry, because I've actually had to do this stream twice now. And mainly it's because when I first did it, I commentated on the whole race. Now that I have to redo it, I really don't want to explain because I had a mishap of it. Man. And I'm sorry, if you're hearing like a loop, that's because I had to watch this on my phone to make sure it was actually going smoothly. Yeah, the mic is catching a lot. Alright, I can at least commentate on what happened so far. Just a generic overview. What happened is, this track, Suzuka Circuit, normally is pretty slippery, and during this race, we were only allowed to use racing hard or racing medium tires. And the differences between them are racing hard tires last longer but give you less grip, where racing medium are the best of both worlds, but because they have better grip, but they don't last as long. So what happened is my car had spun a lot, so I had really worn the tires down. And I have a pit stop schedule of lap 5, I have to pit for tires. So I had to go 2 laps like this. I didn't have to pit for gas because I had enough fuel. But tires really cause problems, and during this race I had chose racing hard, so they lasted longer. The problem was, it felt like I was driving on ice occasionally. Mainly because the track was cold and it was harder for the tires to get actual grip. But I can say that the car had nice handling, and that helped a lot with keeping it under control when I had fresh tires. And for when I had tires that were pretty worn down, it was able to hold the road pretty well, thanks to the downforce the car had. Just, as you can see, it wasn't enough to help a lot. So a big part to this race wasn't being the fastest on the track, it was who could control their car the best. And speed was of course a big thing, because you do want to go fast. And for this one I chose to go with racing hard tires as well. So I wouldn't have to pit for the rest of the race. I had enough fuel to carry me through to the end of the race, and also I could do an additional lap if I wanted. But tires wouldn't have lasted another 2 laps. They were pretty worn down, mainly because of the spinning. The rest of the race I didn't really have too much problem with tires. And from what I said in the run, I honestly do apologize. Crazy stupid head, why did you pick that name though, is my question. But at one point, oh great, now it's doing that thing again. Of course. What happened is, crazy stupid head, I got caught in his draft at the last lap, and we had collided. Since we collided, I accidentally put him in dirt, and I tried to signal him to at least make sure he was okay, but other drivers were coming. I had tried stopping, so I wasn't issued a penalty, as I tried to avoid an accident, and it was just unavoidable. Neither of us scored a penalty. He went from 3rd to 4th. I went from 4th to 3rd. I felt horrible about it. He deserved the win. But stuff happens. And I know that sounds cold, but in all fairness, it happens a lot, and not every time people mean it. Occasionally it just happens as part of the race. And it doesn't mean every driver's a clean driver or every driver's a dirty driver. It just means you can't avoid certain things. Because of it, people try to race as best as they can. Me, I typically try to stick with one rule. And that rule, I'm sorry, I'm going to try. My rule is typically do not do something that would make you look bad in the long run. What it means is I try to race cleanly, so I don't have to worry about someone coming out for revenge discrimination against me or something stupid like that happening, because it would be horrible if something like that happened to me, so why am I going to do the same thing to someone else? Yes, I know people do it for control, but it's honestly annoying. The race, though, was full of a lot of clean drivers. There wasn't a lot of accidents caused by people purposely. A lot of it might have been just an accident that actually happened. And that's really good. That's the race you want, is one that, if it happens, it wasn't a driver's fault. It just was unavoidable at one point. Unlike the last race, as people saw, where there was a huge pileup in the first lap, and the race before it, it was more of a brawl than a race. That's not the race you want to have, because it just ruins the race for everyone, lowers everyone's sportsmanship ratings and their driver ratings. Which means you're paired against people who are more likely going to do it, and it's really hard to come out of that cycle. I'm struggling right now to come out of it and try to get up to a higher ranked driver so I can race faster people and really push myself. Not to say that these people in this rank aren't that good, they're really good, and I wouldn't be surprised if I see them eventually in a really high ranked race. I just really want to push myself in this. And the driver ahead of me, this is the one that I got caught in his draft and accidentally hit, and if this driver is watching, I do apologize. It was an accident. What happened was, basic rule in racing is when you're drafting someone, there's less downforce because there's less air resistance. And with less downforce, you do go faster and your car is better on fuel, but you're also worse with braking and cornering. That was what happened. So when he had, oh god, I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, that's right. So when he braked, I was drafting and tried to avoid it by swerving. I, caught the rear quarter of his car and it knocked him into the dirt. And I slowed down because it was the last lap. I was going to let him pass and try to take it honorably. But others were coming and we were both going to wind up in lower positions if I didn't just go. So I had to gun it. My opinion, he deserved third place, not me, but like I said, stuff happens. There's no avoiding it. I really do not want to have to redo the stream if something happens to it. I am exhausted. I had to do the race twice because the first one I forgot to grab the replay and I... Oh man, it keeps doing that. I'm gonna have to watch this stream afterwards and make sure it actually came out smoothly. If it's buffering like that, I gotta redo this whole stream, and I'm not gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna have to watch this stream afterwards and make sure it actually came out smoothly. If it's buffering like that, I gotta redo this whole stream, and I'm not gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna have to watch this stream. I am really not gonna enjoy it because that'd be the third time I've had to watch this race. Nothing against it. I just really don't want to watch this race 3 times. Yeah, right here after hitting Crazy Stupid Head, I thought this was karma saying, nope, you are going to be in 4th place. He deserves that lap, and I was able to recover it and kept going. I honestly thought it was going to end a lot differently. I thought I was going to get a penalty for it or something, or he was just going to make this amazing comeback and get his position, but he was close. Finally. So yes, that race, my opinion, he won it, not me. And the next race, as we can see in this corner right over here, it begin. God dang it, why'd it change? I was using that as an example. I think I can pull the... Yeah, you guys can't see it, but I'm able to pull up my list for pull up the list of updates. And the next online championships start January 30th on Wednesday, meaning that's when FIA starts back up, because this was only the start of the season. So, let's hope that it only gets better from here. And that's a nice Mach 40. So, as a nice little thing that I did before, I'm going to show off the last 2 the cars that I'm going to be using through the season, because I am stuck with these 2 cars until I happen to get it, and why not? Let's go with Hiroshima. And if I read something, it says nothing about the dark history from here. But I am not arguing because I really did not feel like this taking a dark path. Let's use the gate. The 2 cars that I'm going to be using through this whole season are the GR3 WRX, because Subaru is my sponsor. God, why? Yeah, my thing keeps deciding, let's take this wonderful time to buffer. And I can't show this really well. I want to get a scene where I can at least show off both cars decently. I think I'm gonna have to go to... I think Monza would be best. Pride of Italy. Right here, perfect. You know, yeah, right there. This car, bring you up. Angle you a bit more because I want to at least get a good look at the sides. Why am I doing this? This is just one car. These are the two cars that I'm going to be using. The one that has more body work done to it is the GR3 model, the one that I had to use today. And the other one, the one that is smaller, looks more like something you'd see on Need for Speed, which livery is based off it, is the GR4 model, which is not as performance tuned, but is still legally a race car. So I cannot drive it on the road, even though I want to. It looks fun. Same with the GR3. But the differences between them are the GR4 model is still an all-wheel drive. It's a little tuned from factory. It's faster than factory, but not as fast as GR3 models. And GR3 models, to accommodate rules, have to be tuned for aerodynamics, power, can only be rear-wheel drive, and weight reduction. So they're the fun ones. They're the most common, but GR4s are becoming more common. So eventually we'll see these more and more. Thank you, and have a good day. I sure hope this comes out good, because I do not feel like doing this tomorrow. And I've already missed sign-ups, I think, even for the next race, because I only did the 10 o'clock. I think, yeah, I had missed it. Until the 30th, which if I go to the championship calendar, yep, because it is the 13th, it is past midnight. The race is already going on, I cannot even show up to spectate. Which makes sense though, I mean, you don't want people coming on watching everything you do constantly. But I am dragging this on too long. Good night, have a good day. I sure hope this comes out good, and thank you.